London town. Blessings and blessings. I'm on my morning walk. 6:40 something in London. It's been raining already. What's bracket? Blessings and blessings. What's up, guys? I'm in London. Yeah. Morning time, I'm here with the King's Detail. A little mini burrito. And we're walking through Shoreditch in London. I wanted to jump in for a moment and just hit the heart button if you guys can hear me clearly, because I know there's a lot of sound. I want to jump in here for a moment and have a chat about something I've noticed in our languaging, and not just in our language, but just how a lot of people feel a lot of the times, especially when sickness or things that are out of our control come up. How many of you would identify as someone who has felt powerless at times in your life? Or maybe even on a daily basis, you feel powerless. Look how awesome this building is. I love the colors. Hello from Venice. Yeah, I can't wait to come back home. Like, I mean, I love it here, and I love traveling. We're going to Toronto next, but there's nothing like California. Right, so this idea of powerless versus powerful. And I was thinking this morning how the idea of powerless, or how we hold the idea of powerless, is usually based on not knowing. Would that be true for you? That because you don't know what's going to happen next, or you don't know whether you're going to heal from that sickness, or you don't know if you're going to get that job, or you don't know that there's this like powerlessness that sort of floats into our vortex. And then I was thinking about how powerful we actually are. Because we're always creating. And just because we don't understand something fully, or aren't able to control something with the rational mind, which is, I think, the limbic, doesn't mean that we're not in our power. Doesn't mean that our vibration isn't affecting what happens next. And so I'm here to remind you that whether you have complete control and understanding of something or not, the vibration you hold around that thing has an effect on how that thing shows up, or whether it shows up, or whether it shifts or changes, which means, in fact, you are powerful. And one of the first places to look when we're talking about being powerful is the great fullness of what is. Of what is. If you can get grateful for what is, then the universe, Jesus, Buddha, source energy, divine intelligence, will provide more of that. Why? Because we cannot have what we want, but we may experience what we have. Rastafari! blessings and blessings, rainbows everywhere. Let's get it. Feel that, guys. Let it land. Bloop. Can't have what we want, but we may experience what we have. And if I believe that I am powerless, then what I am going to be having is exactly that. Ooh, let it land. So if I have a belief that I am powerful, and even though I cannot necessarily understand the entire process, it doesn't mean I'm not offering my vibration to that process and having an effect on what happens next. If I have that belief and I'm moving and having my beingness in the great fullness, then I am in fact creating my reality. And cannot have what we want, but we may experience what we have. And so what do I have in that moment? I have a consciousness of power. I have a consciousness of love. I have a consciousness of abundance, because when I'm in that state, I'm in abundance. When I'm in that state, I'm in sufficiency. When I'm in that state, I'm in my natural state, like I was when I was a child. Someone said, how do you overcome chronic boredness? Is this landing for you guys? Type yes, yes if it is. Chronic boredness, you beat chronic boredness with curiosity, right? So like, I don't have any of this planned. I had 2 words I wanted to talk about. The rest of it, I'm just curious about how the universe is gonna speak through me. That's really interesting, right? There's everywhere you look, there are miracles happening. And if you decide that you're going to be curious about those miracles, then you may find yourself laughing all damn day about how you show up, about how the world shows up, about the synchronicities, about the small things and the big things, and all how it all plays together. Jah Rastafari, Bumle Clat Rude, Sin Sima. Who got the keys to my bimmer? Blessings. Blessings and blessings from London town. We just finished London Bridge. For those of you in Toronto, Canada, or who can get to Canada, I suggest you buy your tickets. It will sell out. Same thing with Australia. It will sell out. Does that make sense, guys? Is that making sense for you? Are we landing in a place where this is making sense? Are you ever afraid of running out of things to say? No, that's the thing. I'm so curious. I'm just getting out of my own way. How could I run out of things to say? That's like saying, am I afraid of us running out of life? Like, life in itself cannot be anything other than life. The opposite of life is not death. There is no opposite to it. Just like the opposite of love is not fear. Love has no opposite. All is love. And so I just keep moving out of the way and asking, use me. How does one not fear death? I'd be lying to you if I didn't say that I don't have those experiences. Where, especially now that I have this guy, there's this part of me that's like, I want to live long for him. And so I've noticed that, and I have labeled it fear, the fear of death. And I also understand that there are no mistakes in God. And the best thing I could do with this gift called my life, called Preston Smiles, is honor it by being present to it as much as I possibly can on a day-to-day basis. This is what I love about London. Every corner you turn, they have these like dope-ass cafes with really awesome like Wi-Fi and all that good stuff. How do you find yourself as you walk alone through a new journey? Well, you can't ever be separate from the self. I think maybe if you were to, you guys want to see my dream car? This is the Land Rover Defender. It's like a '95. That's the 4-door. I like the 2-door. You can't be separate from the self. I understand. I think I understand what you're saying, which it has to do more with how do you find your purpose or get clear on, why you're here. And it's one of those things where in our society, especially the Western culture, we've made this big thing around having this gigantic knowing that your purpose is only this one thing. And I don't believe in a one thing purpose. I believe in purposes. And a part of your purposes is to be walking through. Look how beautiful this alley is. Just look. London has thousands of people everywhere. And I'm on a street where there's almost nobody. Look at that. That's a miracle. See how I can't get bored? I'm like one of those kids, like squirrel, right? Yeah. What if what you say to somebody at the cafe or the library or on your way to work saves somebody's life? What if you helping that woman open the door means more to her than you think? It's like a big deal. Okay. Earth with Esther wants to come on. See who Earth with Esther is. And let's get it in. Rodzilla. Hello there. Your little boy's getting so big. Mine is too. Yeah, you just never know. So I'm in that train of thought that I'm always on purpose. You are on purpose with a purpose. And that's moving and shifting all the time. Like right now, this is my purpose. My purpose is to be present with you guys. My purpose is to be on this walk. My purpose is to allow space for Alexi to sleep in the mornings because Kingston was up all night just doing the robot. Here we go again. Can we just talk about the gorgeousness, like, of this place called London? I mean, let's just talk. Oh, so good. All right, blessings and blessings. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you all for taking the ride. I'll see you on the other side. If you want to work with me, by the way, I have a Stretch 22. Stretch 22 is a total freedom boot camp. It is a 6-month journey with myself and about 6 to 9 other world-class coaches and about 30 odd, 40, 50 odd people from all over the world. It's amazing. It's a game changer. If you want to work with me, I have a new class coming up September 20th. You can put in your application very soon. We're changing the site right now, but there is a site up. There'll be different information on the next one. You can find that in my bio. All right, guys. Love you. Blessings and blessings. Ha ha ha. Breathe in that beautiful ass prana. By the way, I'm meeting up with my homie Ralph Smart today. Infinite Waters. Shout out to Infinite Waters.